All right, peace, peace, peace. What up, what up, what up? Hopefully, the Most High in your house shall blessing your day, man. By His mercies, we aren't consumed. Just want to come back with a quick video, man. Um, yeah, man. It's kind of because I want to talk about something too. I want to follow up with something I did because, like, because the first video I did on this, like going into like the rain, how like Deuteronomy 32, I talked about how that was like akin to like even though like on a natural tip, like that was just the Most High is bringing His judgment on the earth, like and that's where that whole concept of fire and water. I mean, yeah, it comes from, man. It comes from the scriptures, man. Because honestly, that's what the whole that's another scripture video for another day. But because like I was actually crazy. I was looking at Psalms. And, I'll praise the Most High House, because I was looking at Psalms 21 earlier, and it kind of lines up with Malachi 4, and the day of the Lord shall burn up of the oven, in 2 Peter 3, when it says he brought in he flooded the earth the first time. This time he's burning fire. But we know both, as I'm about to get into, they both are, like, spiritually speaking, they're both akin to the Most High's word, because isn't he saying, Jeremiah, my word is like a fire? And that's that's kind of akin to like the most like the doctrine of the Most High, shall stand, man. The counsel of the Most High, and how shall stand. And also too, what we about to get right now in Deuteronomy 32, that's why the flood happened, the rain came down, because then the Most High house, I said, Lord, my doctrine is like rain, things of that nature, man. Deuteronomy 32, but but also too, I want to get into this on the other aspect, man, because it just this one I'm about to get into. This all ties into the doctrine of Yahushua, man, the doctrine of Christ, the new covenant, the word, the testimony, the grace and testimony of Him, man. So, yeah, man, that's just really is what it is, though, man, because yeah, man, let's just get into it, man, because I had something else to say. But yeah, it's actually raining. That's all I say. It's actually raining today. It's rainy. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. Damn sure ain't. But yeah, it's actually raining today. So I was like, no, because I had this yesterday, but I was like, no, I'm going to talk about it today, because it was supposed to rain today, and it did rain today. So the Lord willing. Let me grab this too, man, because it's actually because something I was looking at Proverbs yesterday. I was like, know it. This all kind of popped in my mind. No, what was I looking at in Proverbs yesterday, man? It was from Proverbs. What was I thinking about yesterday? What led to this? All praise to Most High Yahushua, but it was something. What made me think of this, or had me meditating on this? It is what it is. I can't find it, but yeah, man, let's go to Deuteronomy 32, because this all as we're gonna see is going to tie into the the doctrine of the testimony, how He comes in the divine book, and the mercy and grace of the Most High Yahushua, man, and the testimony of Him, man. So let's go to Deuteronomy 32 real quick. That's what spiritually the ark thing was. If you're looking at spiritually, I mean, as me, I just speak as man. That's where my mind goes. That's going to the counsel of the Most High, and how shall standing, man. His doctrine shall stand. Just like when it comes back on fire, the fire is akin to a word. My word shall stand. The doctrines reign in the former world, in the past world. He destroyed like that. My doctrine shall stand. All these evil other gods, all these other philosophies. God, like I mentioned earlier, the fire, the whole fire and water concept, Saturn worship, the Saturnian worship, pretty much everything from ancient Egypt, Kemet, Babylon, the Kemetic Babylonian mystery school system. You got that stuff that's plaguing the world, other gods, other idolatry, other philosophies, and things of that nature. But the Most High Yahushua's counsel is going to stand. So that's why the words akin to water, and and what we have to get into rain, and also fire too, like it says in Jeremiah 23. Spiritually, speaking. But let's grab this Deuteronomy 32, right quick, because we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 2. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill the dew, and as a small rain upon the tender herb, as the showers upon the grass. So yeah, man. So it says, listen, the doctrine is gonna be as rain, man. So so let's look at this, man. So let's look at this, man, because looking at this in Sirach, this all came to mind. So let's get this in Sirach real quick, man. Yeah, man. because we're gonna see with this, it all ties in the mercy and testimony of mercy and grace of the Most High Yahushua, man. How this all lines up with that, man. Because remember, it said, I'm gonna read this one more time. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall be as still as the dew, as the rain, small rain upon the tender herb, as the showers upon the grass. So yeah, that as small showers upon the grass. So yeah, let's grab this Ecclesiastes chapter 35 and verse 20, also known as Sirach, chapter 35 verse 20. It says, mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought. So he says mercy. Notice it says mercy is as like clouds of the rain. Let's look at this, man. Mercy is as seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought. So yeah, man. So mercy, like, isn't that? No, let's go John. Let's go John real quick, man, because I was gonna go to Hebrews, real quick. But yeah, let's read this one more time, man, because speaking, because it says doctrine as rain, right? What doctrine is it spiritually? Like, think about. Let's shout the brother Akar War, man, because like he said, man, and others, brother like Call, the brother Mashawa that's with him, the brother from Assembly of the Firstborn. Shout out to them, man, because even other brothers that go into this, going into gospel things of that nature, because I honestly I talk about what the Most High House Shot gives me personally, kind of on a lower level, honestly, still compared to some other brothers I watch, and so it is what it is. But I just try to now I'm just kind of looking now, honestly, man, it's trying to spiritually grow, man. I'm looking at this thing the whole volume of the book, because they come in the volume, like he said, got come in the volume book. So I'm trying to read it through his perspective, man. But so yeah, man, let's read this one more time. Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds in the rain at the time of the drought. So yeah, man, also too, let's grab this too, man, because in the time of drought, man. So we're gonna need the Most High in your house God's mercy, man. We're gonna need to that new covenant, the word being in you during that time of drought, man. What's that time of the drought? The famine of the word when it comes, man. So that's the time of the drought, man. Even now, kind of lower level, man, because that's what even Sirach goes into. I think when it talks about David, Josiah, and all the other righteous kings, they were godly in the time of ungodly. So you can look at it in that aspect as right now, man. So, but also too, man, gonna need that. But famine of the word, things of that nature. But I say drought or where I'm at, famine of the word. But yeah, man. So let's go to that, man. Let's go to that. Because this all goes into doctrine as rain, and and mercy is just mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds is of the rain in the time of the drought. So let's go to John real quick. John 1:21-17, man. Let's get John 1:17. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Yahushua Mashiach. Yeah, and also too, man. And also too, let's get this grace and truth, man. The grace, truth, and also the mercy, man. So even though those are kind of two different things, they're very similar. They're very akin to each other, but listen, man. But that's part of the truth, the testimony, man, of the Most High Yahushua, man. That's just is what it is. Let's get it. Blessed, Matthew chapter 5 verse 7. It says, "Blessed are the merciful, so they shall obtain mercy." So yeah, this is all part of the doctrine of Christ, man, because that's what he came to bring, man. Honestly, man. That's just part of his testimony, is as the rain, and mercies as seasonable in the time of drought as a rain, man. So that's part of that doctrine. So let's get this Hebrews 6:1, because this is that doctrine, man, the rain, man. And also too, man, that DMX song, man, one of my favorite songs that has, man, the rain, only he said only I can stop the rain, man. What's that even if you listen to that song, that's the what you call it, that's he's saying is missing, man. It's up to me, to bury my own burden, man. Actually, no, I might talk about that in another video, man, because because Most High, that ties into what we're talking about now, man, because honestly, man, because like the Most High, that's what the Yahushua came to do, man. Like, came to save us from us, man. Because like, during the time, our ancestors, our forefathers, man, we was looking for a king like David, just fight these wars like that. But listen, we would have went back into captivity again, man. We so in the same thing, man. In the same thing here, man. Being being like, shoot, if we had got saved the conventional way, if he came the conventional way, man, to save us from these Esau now, these Edomites now, and these other nations now, we will go back again. That's why he came to show us like the biggest enemies are ourselves, man. And actually the biggest enemy is sin and death, and and pretty much, man, just like overcoming, man. That's what it is, man. Let's get this Hebrews 6:1 real quick, man. Because it's all the doctrine of Christ. Yeah, therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, let us go into perfection, not laying the foundation of repentance from dead works and of faith toward Yahweh. So yeah, man. So even that though, man. If we read the verse 2, man, it's crazy because these during this time right now, these are my more spiritual things of that nature. But honestly, man, what we talk, even this generation, what we talk about now, man, that even this was looked at something come on, Paul was like, listen, let's read verse 2 of doctrines of baptism, laying on the hands, resurrection of the dead, and of eternal judgment. That was kind of looking from them, because what Paul's pretty much saying, let's go back to doctrine of Christ, which is the love, the mercy, testimony, great things of that nature. But even that was looked at as what he just read, what we just looked at in verse 2, that was looked like something all right, come on now. But in this time it's more like those are spiritual matters. But that just goes for show far sometimes what we can be talking about, what we all the debate stuff and this and that. I'm not talking to anybody else in particular, man. Actually, it's not just even brothers, sisters, and knowledge. It's in different spheres in the spiritual sphere, man. Because we talk about now different, more of who's who, what nation is this, and that's cool a lot of times to talk about too, because it's good going to a historical aspect and things of that nature, or but making that the main focus. Okay, who is this? Who is arguing who Esau is, no matter what saint you have, or who Moab, or different or Gentile salvation, or can the other be saved, or just pretty much other stuff the common stuff like that, the Trinity things in nature, but even during this time too, not to digress, what we looked at, these are more spiritual matters. There was a little pause of Carl, come on, man, let's go back to with the doctrine of Christ. But anyway, that's just is what it is. But therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, and let us go unto perfection, not laying the foundation of repentance from dead works, and the faith toward Yahweh, So yeah, man. Let's go to 2 John. Then I'm probably gonna close out. We probably gonna close out, man. Make a bad check and balance. Yeah. It's crazy to talk about the rain, because a few months ago, and actually I was cracking up, the Ashanti Rain on Me video came on, and yeah, man, but I kind of made a video on that. But I was kind of going to something else, being jealous towards your wife, and kind of being not overprotective, but y'all can watch that video too. But it's crazy because I could I just mentioned DMX song. It's crazy. I listen to songs and movies and try to get something spiritual out of it. Watch things with spiritual eyes and ears, man. But yeah, man. So that's just is what it is too, man. That's just crazy, man. Think about it. But yeah, man. Cause it's too even speaking of rain, man. Cause a lot of times too, it's just crazy how constantly, man, and how we look at rain so natural nowadays, and during the times of days of Noah, it was just wow, man, this is normal for us, but during the days of Noah, it's yeah, this is crazy. They didn't believe it, but it is what it is. But let me get to 2 John, because I don't mean to digress too much. 2 John chapter 1 verse 10, it says, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him your house speed or Godspeed. So yeah, man, that's just, is what it is, man. So like that's the doctrine. What doctrine? That Hebrews 6:1, the doctrine of Christ, man. That's what it's talking about. And it's not too. Let me say this too a lot of times because it's not talking about, because I know a lot of times scripture is brought up because different fractions, not just no one denomination, man. Because like when I talk about this, there's a lot of denominations that do this stuff, but it's not just talking about this quote unquote group or group. This either this group of believers, their doctrine. It's not talking about what they adhere to. It's talking about the doctrine of Yahushua, man. The Most High Yahushua. It's talking about that. That's what that's talking about. That's what it is, man. But that's the mercy and grace, like and truth, like what we just read. That's the doctrine. His doctrine is reign. That's what that is, man. Like the doctrine of Christ, man. So yeah, let's grab this again. It says, if there any come unto you and bring not of this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Yahweh speed or God speed. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So it's that mercy, that grace, that truth, man. The new covenant, man. The word being in you, like that's what that my doctrine shall drop as rain, and and my speech shall be still as dew, as small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. So yeah, man. That's just is what it is. So hopefully this is edifying for y'all brothers and sisters, man. Much love to y'all. Wish y'all nothing but the best, man. Like, keep pulling through, man. Like, the Most High Yahushua, like he says, 2 Ezra 16 is your guide, and he will guide you to the way, which is Yahushua, man. And lean on your brothers and sisters. Like, one, lean on the Most High Yahushua. If you're going through some tough times, trials, and tribulations, also lean on you, beloved brothers and sisters. Like, also, too, if they're in the word or sometimes out the word, even though how much more in the word, honestly, especially, like, especially in the word. But, hey, man, that's just what it is. So, peace.